Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever heard the saying, in old age, one should not go visiting around? Maybe it was whispered by a well-meaning grandparent or tucked into an old proverb. But have you ever stopped to wonder why? What if I told you that this piece of wisdom might not be as wise as it seems? Today, we're diving deep into the roots of this saying, unraveling its meaning, and most importantly, asking whether it still holds any truth today. Stick with me until the end, because what we uncover might just change how you view aging and adventure forever. We're not just talking about the past, we're talking about redefining the future. Before we begin, I'd truly appreciate your support in spreading this conversation. If you haven't already, take a moment to subscribe and turn on that bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos. And whether you love or challenge what we discussed today, leave a comment. I want to hear from you. Your engagement helps this message reach more people who might be struggling with the idea of aging and travel. Now, let's get started and break down this age-old belief together. Let's travel back in time, where we find the origins of this saying rooted in history, culture, and even medicine. Imagine an elderly woman named Margaret, living in a small village in the 1800s. Roads were rough, travel was exhausting, and health care was scarce. For someone like Margaret, a simple visit to a relative's home might turn into a perilous journey. That's why sayings like this were born to protect, not restrict. But here's the real question. In today's world, with modern medicine, safe transportation, and endless ways to stay connected, does this advice still make sense? Or is it an outdated relic from a time long gone? The world has changed, and maybe it's time our mindset changed too. The undeniable concern behind this belief is health. As we age, our bodies change. Mobility issues creep in, immune systems weaken, and long trips become physically demanding. But here's something to think about. Does avoiding travel truly protect us, or does it slowly rob us of life's richness? Studies show that seniors who remain socially active and continue to explore tend to live healthier, longer lives. A study published in the Journal of Aging Research found that seniors who travel regularly report higher levels of mental stimulation, lower stress, and even improved cardiovascular health. As Mark Twain once said, travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. Maybe it's time we add, and loneliness, to that list. After all, our minds and spirits need nourishment just as much as our bodies do. Speaking of loneliness, let's talk about the emotional side of this saying. I once met an elderly gentleman named Robert, 72 years old, sharp as a tack, and filled with stories. Yet, he hesitated to visit his daughter, worried he'd be a burden. She has her own life now, he told me. I don't want to be in the way. This fear of imposing on others is real. Many seniors feel it deeply, choosing solitude over the risk of feeling unwelcome. But here's the truth. More often than not, family and friends cherish these visits. They just need a little encouragement to express it. A study conducted by the National Institute on Aging found that seniors who maintain strong social connections have a significantly lower risk of developing depression. So, perhaps it's not about whether seniors should visit, but how we as a society can make them feel truly welcome. Let's flip this around. Instead of looking at travel as a risk, what if we saw it as a remedy? Stepping outside of routine, engaging with new people, and experiencing different environments keep the mind sharp. It's like a workout for the brain. Dear audience, sorry for disturbing you, but I looked recently at statistics of the most popular videos on my channel, and what I've found has blown my mind. 90% of you watching my videos haven't subscribed yet to my channel. So could I ask you for a favor before we continue? If you are watching this video, and if you want to support me and see our community growing, please just hit the bell button now in the lower right corner. It doesn't cost you anything, doesn't commit you to anything, but that one click means the world to me. There is nothing better than seeing your feedback and engagement. And my commitment to you is, if you do that, I'll do everything I can to make sure that my videos will be better for every single week. I just need some motivation and confirmation from you guys to keep doing what I do. Thank you so much in advance. Neuroscientists have found that travel can stimulate cognitive function and even help delay dementia. A Harvard Medical School study found that new experiences and social interactions create new neural pathways, which keep the brain active and healthy. So, maybe the saying shouldn't be, in old age, one should not go visiting around, but rather, in old age, visiting around is medicine for the soul. Because that's exactly what it is, a source of life, energy, and renewal. But what about society's role in this? The way we treat aging directly affects how seniors see themselves. We often hear people say, "Oh, they're too old for that," as if adventure has an expiration date. This stereotype is limiting. Take Helen Thayer, who at 63 trekked solo to the magnetic North Pole. Or Jack Reynolds, who at 106 became the oldest person to ride a roller coaster. Age is not a barrier, it's a mindset. Society needs to stop portraying old age as a time of decline and instead highlight it as a period of wisdom, experience, and, most importantly, continued exploration. Another major factor discouraging seniors from traveling is accessibility. Many public spaces aren't designed with elderly visitors in mind. Stairs with no ramps, hotels without handrails, and transportation systems that don't accommodate those with mobility challenges send a silent message. This isn't for you. But instead of avoiding travel, we should be demanding better accessibility. Change starts with awareness, and awareness starts with conversations like this one. It's time we advocated for a world that welcomes travelers of all ages, not just the young and able-bodied. Now, let's bust this myth once and for all. Yes, there are risks to travel at any age, but they can be managed. Proper planning, health checkups, and simple precautions make all the difference. The real risk? Isolation. Sitting at home, letting life pass by, and believing that adventure is only for the young, that's the true danger. We must ask ourselves, do we want to live in a world where aging means retreating? Or do we want to redefine what it means to grow older? If you take just one thing away from this video, let it be this: life doesn't end at 60, 70, or 80. It evolves. The world is still yours to explore. Whether it's visiting family, reconnecting with old friends, or seeing a place you've always dreamed of, don't let outdated sayings hold you back. The human spirit was made to roam, and age should never put up a stop sign. So, what do you think? Have you ever held back from visiting somewhere because of your age or health? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if you know someone who could use this message, send this video their way. Let's build a community where we lift each other up, challenge outdated ideas, and create a future where aging means thriving, not retreating. Before you go, remember to like, subscribe, and check out the other videos on this channel. Together, we're not just talking, we're changing the narrative. Age is not a reason to stop exploring. It's the reason to start again. I'll see you in the next video.